Thank you, Senator Cotton.
Thank you, Ms. Reed, for your appearance this morning. The Ex-Im Bank recently released a report on global export credit competition. That report said that since the financial crisis of the last decade, that foreign versions, other countries' versions of the Export-Import Bank, other countries' export credit facilities are being weaponized. That was the term the report used, weaponized, to support those nations' strategic interests. Do you believe that to be true?
I do.
Which countries are weaponizing their export credit facilities?
China, many other countries, and I have met with a lot of my colleagues who head their export credit agencies around the world. The first act I did after being sworn in was get on a plane and go to China and attend our annual G12 meeting. You will receive tomorrow, as mandated by Congress, the update to that report. It's the 2019 competitiveness report, and you're going to see even more clearly what's going on in the world.
Thank you for that. I look forward to seeing it. You said China twice and other countries twice as well. Is that because China's use of its export credit facilities dwarfs all other countries in this strategic global competition?
Absolutely. China does more than the next 3 countries combined.
What are the next 3 countries combined?
Italy, Germany, and Korea.
Well, they ought to do a little bit less, but they're all American allies, and one of them's a treaty ally. 2 of them are treaty allies as well. What can we do to counter China's use of its versions of Ex-Im through our own Ex-Im?
We have a very specific role, and that's to fill the gap where there are financing needs. And so we are letting the world know that we're back open for business. The best thing we can do is reauthorize Ex-Im without a break, without a gap. I know that that happened during the 2015 reauthorization. That's the most important thing we can do. I have had everyone tell me, the world's looking at us, the paradigm has changed, and we need to be there. So that's the most important thing we can do. Also, the USA makes the best goods in the world. And I would say that many countries prefer our goods over other goods. And so let's be sure that our workers have a chance to compete on a level playing field with all the other workers and products around the world. I believe that USA will be #1 when it comes to quality and everything else that we care about, especially national security. We want our things: power, energy, satellites. We want the world buying USA.
How many, what's the dollar value of exports that Ex-Im underwrites into China, American exports into China?
I don't have that number readily available, but I will tell you that our authorization is $135 billion, and Congress is looking to increase that cap. I also know that China is a very sensitive subject, and as we go through reauthorization, we'll be pleased to work with you in the House of Representatives to find good solutions to what makes sense. China is everywhere through its Belt and Road Initiative, and we need to be there as well.
Do you have any sense of scale of that $135 billion cap? How much would be going into China? A lot? A little?
Not a lot, but again.
Would the main thing be the sale of aircraft to an airline like Air China?
And energy things.
Energy things.
And energy products. But also, I want to say our mission at Ex-Im is U.S. goods. Our charter does not allow us to discriminate. We look at the application that comes in, and we have a very good underwriting staff that evaluates everything. And Congress has set out the charter of what we can do and cannot do. There are only very few reasons why we can deny applications right now. So we can't pick winners and losers. We evaluate it on the merits, on the risk. And so if Congress wants to look at that again, we fully understand. I care about China, and I care about the United States.
Air China is a state-supported firm in China. The energy business we do in China, do you know if those are state-supported or even state-owned firms as well?
Some are, yes.
Okay.
And again, this is a new day under my leadership.
I do understand it's a new day, and I appreciate that. I think the President has brought some needed clarity about the risk China poses to this country. I think that maybe we should think about Ex-Im in the future and the role it plays in supporting Chinese state-owned or state-supported industries. I mean, we live in a world of nations. There's not that many of them, 220 or so. We don't have to write abstract rules to try to apply to every single one of them. We can write rules that apply to individual nations that are allies like Korea. We don't have to try to write individualized rules for every single country when you've got China that poses a unique threat given their size, their economy, their military capabilities, and their leader's stated intention. Thanks for your testimony this morning.
Thank you.